Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds. Welcome you back to Lovecraft Country and the horror at Highrook. And yes, things are kind of picking up in this Act 4. And if this goes by, let's see, Asian dramatic standards, it'll be 5 acts. We'll see. Anyways, as you want to catch, we are obviously kind of busy at the moment if you want to catch up where we are, but we now have a rampaging ghoul, which is probably the former lord of this house. Couldn't happen to a nicer person considering he's responsible for all this mess. We have Dr. Caligar currently trying to tidy up the forge chore, basically trying to find an object hidden within the forge itself. We have Atticus here with Joskel, his contact back in I've forgotten where they forgotten what town they're out of. Anyways, his contact in the lower end of town basically wants him to find and give him 4 magic knives for money. I'm sure that'll be perfectly fine. Mechanicus Astor is currently prying open Amy's box, and Scholar Vatali is taking a nap, but we're kind of used to him. If you might notice right here, I've actually organized everything, all of our boost cards in columns as per what they actually affect, with the dream ones on top. Assuming that, of course, there are dream ones. So that'll help me keep track of things, what I need to do. I'll skip main supplies down here. Quest ones right here. The didactic program, we can actually upgrade one of our peeps. Now, since Atticus is 3 at the moment, we probably want to get something that would actually have somebody who has a lot of the skills he doesn't have. Like, for example, Mechanicist. Substances, tears, victal, and memories, for example. Probably better than Vatali, which he has a bit more overlap, although Vatali has songs. Oosh. Kong's dreams and dreams. I think you're the only one who does, actually. Does the doctor have dreams? Doctor has dreams too. So yeah, it becomes a question which one. I really don't think it matters that much, but it would either be Caligar because the substances thing, so that means it comes between dreams, sensations, and incantations versus victuals, devices, and peers. Now, considering the number of boost cards we have for that compared to... Well, Tears is unique. That's the thing. Tears is unique. So I think we will have Mechanicus Astor, then Vatali, then the good doctor. The better doctor, anyways. Okay, so meanwhile, let's get this started. First of all, let's search the basement for that. Let's get that door open. Let's get Calgari cleaning out the forge room. And the ghoul's going to require a 5 key, which I could do for an additional thing, but I don't know if I should. Now, the thing is Vatali actually injured? I mean, he's injured. I was looking at this, but he's also tired. So what we should probably do while we've got the laboratory to ourselves is just have him heal himself up. That means oops, sorry. There you go. Have him heal himself up, just so he's not too badly injured. We'll have to do some digging around the basement. That's not really digging in the outside the courtyard to replace it, but that's not really an issue. So let's get started, shall we? The cat moves. All right, so Vatali is restored. Excellent. Next, since we're probably going to be using up the gift of the rat here, and I definitely want it back. I don't want him sleeping until that card's consumed. A guard could definitely use a nap, though. We could do with him. We don't have sturdy container. Requires us to do it in the machine room, which is currently occupied. Atticus. We could have him do inspiring text. Excuse me. There you go. This will allow him to grab another support card that we might not have access to yet. All right, let's go. Or I could have had him dig. Should have done that, perhaps. I don't think it really matters that much. We don't have to optimize to quite that level. Okay, so. Alright, first things first. Dulled Poignard, Tacfos's Forge 2, an aristocratic blade with a curling guard. It has become tarnished with age. Its sorry state hides the exquisite construction of a valuable antique. If we were to reburnish the weapon, it might return shine and be worth a great deal. So it can only be used by Atticus. Poignard is a type of long weapon with a broad edge, which is usually used as a secondary weapon with the blade. Yeah, I'm a little too... Oh my god, this is a lot. Hidden stash. I've been making, alright, okay, I've been making beds and rolling up the old linen when old Pa comes in. This is the kid, by the way. He looks all nervous, looking over his shoulder and like that, like someone's following him. He tells me her Lady Sophia calling for him, and I need to go to her sharp, but I know he ain't telling all the truth here. So when I leave a room, I waits outside the door a little while. I hear him stashing something there, clanking with a noise like only the old washboard needs, so I reckon he's stashing another one of his secrets there. I mean to go back there and tell it might be. It's just not soap. It's just not more smokeweed tobacco. But with Simon so poorly, I'm spending most of my time whoa. Taking care of him. Wait, we have 2 kids? It's the first time I've ever known about it, but this is a dreams one. It requires in the guest rooms. So, that's the thing. Now the thing is we've got both Stupwork, Snuff, and Stupor Soup. I know, kind of weird. But we should be able to do so easily. Atticus currently looking at, yeah, he's not bad right now. We might have him chew on the basic meal just to get his hunger down. There you go. Basic meal, a little bit of larceny. Well, technically he hasn't stolen it yet, so it's not technically larceny yet. But we're going to need to get more forged stuff back. Let's get that doing where we're going at. All right, hidden stash. I don't like going... It's Amy. Amy's a daughter. Oh, right. Should need to change the voice here. I don't like going down the cellars much. The top chambers are okay, but once you get further down, it gets all clammy and sick and feeling. There's too many doors, and I don't know my way around it. I want to go down yesterday because Mr. Gideon wants some bottles of liquor. When I gets there, I see Pa shuffling around, wedging a box up on the beams. What are you up to, old man? I say cheerily. But he replies, wait, this is the servant. Okay, so, child, it threw me off. It's a dismissive tone to a younger female servant. Never you mind, child. Ain't none of your business. I felt all taken back, but I says nothing and carry on with my chore. Right. She's not young. She's uneducated. Got it. But I did remember, not that she would have had opportunity to in this house, in this society, but I did remember the joist, though, where I put the box thing. Okay. We need to use the cellars for that one. This is a lot of mission stuff we have going here. Not complaining, Amy's note. Pa Alfred is up to something. I don't know if it's up to his bad dreams. He's been talking in his sleep, fever-like. I keep hearing him muttering, even crying. Worse, though, I know he's been stashing deliveries around the house. There's tryst to his lordship, hidden by Pa Alfred. I don't know how to ask him about it. Is Pa Alfred, is that supposed to be the butler? Isn't she the daughter of the butler? That's why she's the servant? I mean, that's theoretically possible. You do have entire families sometimes as servants. Going along parallel with the noble line. I do not ask about him, though. He is troubled enough, but with Lord Gideon acting all strange and Simon getting so poorly. We are a sad household. I think I got the voice now. I don't want Pa to get in trouble when things he hit or missed. I made some notes of them. He thinks I don't know, but he's about as subtle as a goat, and his eyes are so bad he can barely see me when I'm standing in front of him. That's not good. I was in the kitchen, and Pa comes back all clumsy and loud. He's dragging a sack of coal for the stove, but he don't see me. I was in the pantry sorting some provisions. She drops the bag and then takes something small and shiny from his pocket and puts it in one of the tool drawers under the sinks, the ones no one ever uses. Covers it up, I reckon, because I hear him rattling about with the other stuff in there. God, the number of stuff you can just, hide. When in the most simplest of places, because nobody really looks for anything. When we go start smoking the fire, come out and give him a hug and don't say anything, the poor fool. So we got a bunch of things to work through here. Shift this over. And yeah, that's the healing stuff. We need to get more healing stuff. All right, so Vatali's doing that. You're having a meal. Let's get the crank back up. But Alfred's note. Great. Perhaps I am cursed. I have been diverting the Lord's deliveries. My dreams are the most strange. I see them like vivid plays upon the stage. Visions! I see a lady, a right pretty lady. She is outside in the house, just sitting solitary in the courtyard. The Song is her name. Yeah, it's one of the 2 Grail entities. I'm going to call them Grail, by the way. I call the cup and the song. Basically, the cup is about hunger, so to speak, and the song is about desire. Hunger, of course, is when it's something can be satiated by devouring something, and desire is a thing that can never be satiated, because desire, once you have it, you no longer desire it, and thus you must desire something else. Oh, I just know it in dreams. She looks like a chartreuse from Wilkins or some other fancy place, but there's something about her eyes and her dress. It shifts around like water. Yeah, she's not good at looking human. Last night I saw her. You are saving them, she told me. I tried to speak, but I could not. Perhaps I cannot speak in dreams. Bring our words back to us, she says then, and the world will be set aright again. I want to get closer to her, to know what it is means what damn tubs will make with jumping on your face. The cat saved your life. Cats are like, screw this much. Okay, a miracle in modern technology, this handheld lantern provides its illumination through mechanical means. A small crank allows the user to charge up a internal battery from which powers the device. It allows the lamp to have near unlimited use, just don't get it wet. With this aid, you'll be able to explore further depths. So basically, it's another tool. It's another advanced tool. It's one for the sellers. Now, Calgary is sitting on fatigue, severe fatigue. All right, so he will take a nap. Okay, anybody? Oh, mechanic is Astor. Your status is injury, fatigue. Okay, madness and hunger. What I'm thinking is that we need to get a simple trial going here. Now I can just grab. I have a device here somewhere, do I? Oh god, maybe I don't have anything that goes with that. Don't actually. So I can't use you for that purposes, but I can use you for retrieving objects with compass. Before, if we keep the field telescope requires 3, but spyglass only requires 1. And start restocking. Gonna be a lot of work. Let's see. Yeah, more forge stuff is required as well. All right, let's get moving. Put the tier back in place. Okay, so there's nothing left here. So what you need to do, that you've got the secrets, is you could probably, let's see. This one's a 4. That brings 2. What is Vatali stats? Fatigue's high, but we can probably get him to sleep. His fatigue has been super high lately, actually. He doesn't have any, he needs 2 more candles. That's the problem. We don't have a lot of candles power, do we? Okay. So we can't actually get that done quite yet. We will need to get back the gift of the rat, so hopefully he'll get them produced here. So the stash is not going to work. Hidden stash, you don't have any victuals. You have 2 dream, but you can't do that here at the moment. These can do that. Sturdy container requires 6. There's no way in hell you're pulling that off. You may have to. You have a trowel thing can go in here. The archives key. All right, let's just have you start pulling stuff to recover there. Could have him move the. All right, blech. All right, you're back up. All right, so you have 3. The problem is I still need a +1. Atticus key. He needs forge. There's a lot of shit that needs to be done here. Need to get Osmos Pots level 2 so we can get the Grimmy Jambalaya done. Oh, so much. Okay, screw it. Let's replace the meal. Let's do the basic domestic stuff, apparently. Ah, I see you. Oh, I am so stupid. I could put him here and then use that to anybody to dig. Thank you for reminding me. Raven Scarp is not exactly super important. But we can do Gift of the Monkey. Not exactly what we need. We've got a lot of these already. But you're up and running, and you know what? You can actually go right to the rusty shovel with the help of the raven digging. Why don't you do that? Meanwhile, Mechanicus Astor. Let's see. Apparently, there's nothing here for you to get, or you would have. So, are you fatigued? Not a lot, but we need more dreams. So you will be sleeping. I don't make the rules, I'm just obeying them. Now, or doesn't have dreams, unfortunately. But let's just get that done. Snap it out. Everybody else completed now? Inspiring text, that's just going to give us a basic, we can't use that anyways, so yeah. Alright, so bringing Vatali up or not. He's the only one with songs, and you, the only one with tears, and I wish I could. Can't get the information on that. And let's see, Caligar. Caligar is probably the one least likely to do so. It's up between Astor and Vatali. Vatali we have... Yeah, let's do Vatali. Just because I know we can get more of these. Didactic program. Growing insight. I'm not fond of him, but he's useful. I'm such a pragmatist. Anyways. Meanwhile, that means he also will be the one getting injured dealing with the ghoul in a moment. Okay, let's go. Basic meal. Alright, that's up and running. Atticus, what are we looking like? A little bit of fatigue, a little bit of injury. Hopefully there'll be some more stuff here so we can actually heal him. Or, let's see. Dullard Pennard requires 2 forge, which we don't have. Grimby Jaya, but on the other hand, the Electro Lamp we can use right away to find more stuff here. Hidden Stash is possible. We're going to need a boost. Okay, so let's see what the lamp produces. It's the first time we'll be using that. Battery-powered lamp. Who knew it would be that important? Alright, so... what happened? Caligar's notes was... I've always been concerned with the diseases of the bodies, but what we see here makes me wonder of the true maladies of this true malady is one of the world. Just as a sickness is derangement of the systems of some body by the introduction of alien antagonist, so our world is sickened by the presence of things to which must respond or react. It's basically saying that things outside of our reality are like an infection in ours. It's a good way to look at Lovecraftian fiction a lot of times. Those things that are outside just remain outside, just like viruses and bacteria are supposed to stay outside of our body and our cells, but once they're violated in, the body has to react to them. The question is whether or not the body will repel them, which could be seen as us doing our thing because we're part of this world, reacting as the immune system, or they overtake and destroy it, which is what happens if you lose. Perhaps after all this is done, we should look on to a world more resistant to corruption. Oh, he's going to create Delta Green, one of the many other, or the Federal Bureau of Control, or the the SPC Foundation, SCP Foundation, or one of those many groups that try to keep their barriers of our world safe. If a person must eat well, see the sunshine, and keep themselves active, there must be all habits which the world as a whole can adopt to prevent or decay, a philosophy of the events of our realm. Discipline, for one. It's one beginning, and also to bring up the health of this world as well, by not polluting it, I guess. Indeed, I must strive from my own poison for my life and habits. Right, so basically it's going to be the fact that we've been starving her of alcohol, and giving me, which is causing her literal damage for the DTs, in an attempt to overcome it. But sick clown disturbs library toad speaker. A public lecture at Black Sands General Library by noted toad expert Dr. Thylin Mortotal. Toads actually have a fairly negative image within the cult society as being destroyers and poisoners, but that's probably not allowed. I mean, I think frogs actually was the symbol of the end of the world over in Hellboy comic series. Kind of stopped watching after that, or reading after that point. Was disturbed on Wednesday by the actions of a fully painted clown, the Joker. The entertainer, noted to have been out of town, unnerved lecture attendees by standing silently in the audience for the first part of the lecture. He was later ejected by issuing toad-like screams from Dr. Mottle's speech continued. That actually might be a reference to a rather obscure horror story, cosmic horror story that I read once, where clowns were actually extra-dimensional invaders were actually disguised as clowns. In fact, clowns may have been inspired by them, and they were forebringing toads and other creatures that had come to consume this world. It was a really messed up story. I don't know who actually read that one. It was like in the best of horror anthology from 12 years ago. The clown, whose whereabouts are unknown, is said to have made threats and brandish a bone knife at librarians. Sheesh, somebody getting a little there. I mean, there have been some incidences where somebody didn't like the person doing the reading and decided that they were going to remove them. I mean, the children tried to remove them. This is not a good thing. Has been reportedly cancelled forthcoming in his Pod Life lecture series. I mean, just let the poor scientist do his thing. Come on. All right, so keep going. Dana 13. Well, lucky number 13, right? Okay, the ritual offering and the healing spring. Now, the ritual offering might produce an inspiration for candles, which we do actually desperately need. Calgari is slightly hungry, but we should be able to do this. Going to require 2 more, but we have Vals's Tear. automatic leadership. We also could have used the Raven. Great, just dust him in there. Actually, we might need him for something else down here. Okay, so we'll start the task to get the ritual offering done. Astor did not actually produce anything, but I'm guessing we can swing around and have her start up brewing some healing potions. I do that in every game. Okay, so continue. Meow. Okay, the Raven's left. Well, just slightly. Excellent! And we got Gift to the Firefly. This will allow us to have +1 in the forge, but we're going to need a second one. Okay. Gideon's note. Okay. Mr. Mouse. Sophia has left me. I am sure she has fled the Black Sands. Our last few conversations were terrible, rage-filled exchanges. Guy currently gibbering in the study here. I expect she is in town now, rallying her colleagues for support. It is probably best. Certainly not safe for her to stay right now. She's trapped in the labyrinth. It is clear to me that the rites of circles require words drawn not just from books or tablets, from relics taken from the domain of Nimbru himself. This also means I can no longer rely on the Seekers for every scrap of knowledge, and must begin to forge my own path and acquire more relics of incantation. It's true in occult paths. At a certain point, there's only so much an occult society can go. They'll cap out at a certain point because they're more concerned about maintaining their own institution and institutional knowledge than they are of progress. So usually a lot of the people with greater potential go beyond them and fail or succeed on their own. Usually slightly more failures than successes. Perhaps I can assemble a new rite from Atlantean cartouches I am gathering here. Their origin must be in the domain of Nimbru himself. Oh yeah, basically. Okay, Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse can hear muffled noises from beyond the wall. The visitors were here. He heard them fiddling with the door, trying the doorknob, and prying at the lock with their strange tools. Eventually heard them come inside the house. Mr. Mouse skirted along little corridors in the halls of his home. The footprints of the visitors wrote a message in the ash from the riverbank, but Mr. Mouse could not read it. He was just a mouse. He could see the shadows of visitors moving about the other rooms, quietly searching. They were seeking for the great king's dreams. They must not find them. Mr. Mouse had an idea. He was going to place something irresistible in a trap. That's actually true. Some people actually will leave occult knowledge that's designed to destroy or inhibit or block the person who's progressing because they do not want to share it or feel it should not be general knowledge. So don't do every ritual you see online, guys. All right, so stash. We have gift to still have to no +1 on the but I'm thinking aromatic herbs is 2. Okay, you're a 3. You or gotta be 1 around here. 5. Now you have 3. We need 2 exotic spices, but we don't have plus for that. Oh, wait. You have 3, right? Should be able to. If we do this properly. You can do this with the pot. And it's 4. And the exotic spices. There we go. 5. Okay, so we should be able to hidden stash. Let's get it knocked out. Find it. Okay, Vatali definitely needs a nap. Right. Hit it. Okay. So while you're doing that, gift to the bee, which is a good one to have, but not great. Okay, hidden stash. Anything that you can do? I don't think you have mechanicals. No. Dreams you have, but you can't use that. The room's inaccessible. Could go back to the rusty shovel or the trowel. Simple trowel. See if there's anything else going on here. Healing dose. Well, I can actually... the most worst off is Astor, so it might be worth... if we can get another one down here, just curing her. Meow. Vitality is restored. Okay, excellent. Now, Victuals, memories, path. I don't think stash. And stash. Both of those we can't use. These are Atticus's. This one, sturdy container. We have. We need to upgrade Mechanics Astor to be able to do this one because we know we have the crank that brings her up to a 4. We can't do them more than the +1. So what we need to do, we need to put her up next. So in order to do that, we need to defeat the former Lord, the Master here. Okay. Rusty cartouche. Burning rectangular of some ancient metal. Vague uniforms or runes can be seen etched across the surface, obscured by layers of rusted crime. Might be able to dissolve the rank coating by revealing inscriptions below. Okay, so this one goes into the laboratory. It requires 6. You don't have any laboratory skill. Both of our lab people are only level 1. Okay, so I put this down here again with the things that need to be done, which is now becoming a larger section. Okay, put the tier back under tools. You are restored, but you didn't actually dream of anything, which I find interesting. Meanwhile, let's grab the Sephoric Snuff, pull out the night lamp, put in the hidden stash. Now you start looking for it. Marcy's pot needs an upgrade. You need to check out the basement. Do so. Caligar's Astor. Don't know if we need anything or not, but you can access the archive keys. So, oh, actually, I'm curious if what else you can get with the fishing rod. You might just be able to get the fish only, but it's kind of funny. So the doctor, I want to check to see, yeah, if there's any with their active. Actually, pull that off for a moment. Their active side quests, can they actually do tasks without? Doesn't look like it. All right, so we have the Focus Fern, which will give us more LT, which is going to be absolutely necessary, and the Healing Sprig, which we can use right away. There you go. Actually, Astor, why don't you get a little domestic, take care of that, all right? The fishing rod in a moment here. I'm trying to bring up my upgrades a bit. Then we'll go fishing. Tricked. Well, that's what it is. The main thing that happened with him is he went off the... See, magic's tricky. There's a great line where the old school pagan goddess occultist Darhawk said that insanity is a occupational hazard for magicians because you're rapidly altering your perceptions of time. I mean, perceptions of reality, and that can just cause some problems every now and then. Good boy. We don't... Weird, we don't have any more of those? We should have more of these. Alright, so, yeah, Gift of the Firefly. This is all getting a little busy over here. Okay. Put the seal there. Again, the same problem as we're having with Cultist Simulators. Too many cards. Alfred's note. I have spread the metal brooms around the houses and hiding places. Amy caught me moving one, but I think she saw don't think she saw what I was doing. She did. I am not sure what I've done has helped the curse, though. Simon has not returned from Black Sense, and Sophia seems to have vanished, and the Lord is still down there, chanting. My own dreams are becoming more like nightmares. The song was in my dream again. She stood out on our cliff tops, her eyes shining out bright, like the moon. She sung for the darkness. She wants me to bring her to the runes. She can cure Lord Gideon's madness. That she can protect us, shelter us, she said in my dream. I've started to hear her voice. In the day, I'm afraid of what might happen. Yeah. Never assume that anybody who offers to do something is doing it partially for their own, partially or fully for their own advancement. You just kind of have to hope that and secure the idea. There's eroded cartouche. 7. Oof. We got 3. Might be able to get 2 from the pen. That's 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got to get you up to level 4. But that means we need to go mess with this guy. So we need 2. I'm going to have 2, actually. Actually, we don't need it. The pen gives me an additional... Yeah, the pen and Vatali can do it solo. So we'll get rid of that and get the inspiration from him. Meanwhile, you will open up a shipping crate. Probably not going to have a lot in it. You will tackle the fishing rod. Put the healing dose back into storage. And yeah, get back to digging. Let's go. Everybody's got a task. Need new skin. You can't have mine. No, he's getting injured. He's in the chapel now. Arcane Lens. Task focuses 5 incantations. A stay in the chapel. Of course, it's in the chapel. Healing Jelly. A viscous, a blob drawn from the depths of the well. Mindless jelly. Its body, a bag of cleansing chemicals. Apply the skin with clinical supervision. The tendrils of the Medusa can heal injury and restore our life. Well, that's a bit freaky. Astor, tackle that, would you? Their keen lens ought to go under larger problems. Oh, good lord. Look at this. Definitely getting a lot of stuff going. Now, this one, can it produce... Cannot produce one of the inspirations I'm hoping for. But the healing... God, so much stuff needs to be dealt with. Okay, the sprig, the machine oil... Stuff works. Snuff? We've already got some of that. Alright, back to your thing there, okay? Dig deeper. Nothing bad ever happened with that. Alright, so... Growing insight. We're going to need one of the... we need you to pop back into the archives. And give us the key card needed to unlock somebody's brain. Meanwhile, Caligar, incantations 3, you're the TR2, and what do we got? Incantations. Do we have any? Yep, gift of the snake. We gotta get rid of that one. Okay, so everybody's got their job. Strict. Oh, you have to eat it yourself. You don't actually prepare it. So, okay, cool. That's interesting. Go fishing? Go fish, it says, like the card game. Things to keep in mind. We have an alternative to our gardening. Okay, so, didactic program. Oh, where's the highlighted card? Ah. The thing staggers by the chamber, howling like an injured bear. My home, you got the swift moonlight eyes. Yeah. Looks like they're... Oh, wait. No. It's the servant. Oh, God, Alfred. Wait, I recognize that voice. Atticus' fists bunch up and his eyes narrows. It's Alfred, the groundskeeper. Part of him is still in there, trapped, angry, wild with fear. On hearing its name, that ghoul howls again and launches a hawk, its broken fingers clawing at the air. Now it's become a bit more dangerous, hasn't it? Alright. Speaking of which, the ember fungus needs to be dealt with at this point. So, because we need forge stuff, or else I have to break him out of the forge. Great. Exotic spices. Gods. Okay. Again. Wow, is this getting big? Alright, it's good to have more, but, sometimes it's way a lot more. Okay, about throwing insight. Right, we have the dietetic program now. And which one do we need desperately again? Keen lens is incantations 5. We can actually pull that off. 6 chemical. Not both lab people. Dream, yep, it's definitely going to have to be Astor. Oh, where are you? Okay, when she's done here. Meanwhile, Doc could get in laboratory. Oh, okay. We've got a lot of these. The scope, there you go. Hit it. Electro lamp. Yeah, you got to keep looking down there. Because, again, the poniards only get... You need 2 forge for that. You also need to get rid of this thing. Which you can do with 5 memory. Dietetic program goes here. You have memory, correct? So you can actually... You're going to get the shit kicked out of you again. Drive off the ghoul requires 2 forge. Thought you said 5 this. Let's try that, shall we? Your piece. Let's go here. Nope. Oh no. Now we're gonna delay the whole thing again because of that. All right. Because I need Uzvat's lamp. Everything just keeps getting bigger. Okay. So. Right. So yeah. Let's get you out of here. You. What do you need? 7 can be done in the study, but you have 3 plus 2. Okay, so the pen gives you 2. That gives you 5 total. Still need another one for that. 6 chemical. We might be able to pull that off. Hidden stash. Chap cellars. Still need the bloody +1 dream there. God, it's all adding up. You? See if we got anything else here, because we're coming up a bit short, unfortunately. You, I guess, just keep going. Now we need more forge stuff. We've got the firefly and the ember fungus will produce whatever result we require here. Let's see. Astor's the least damaged. Flicker fry. Shoal of glowing tadpoles. They dart around the water like miniature shooting stars. Tiny chemical interests power their miraculous onboard illumination. Another slumberfish, which we can use to create soup if we need it. Alright, so we'll need this in a moment. Mechanicus needs to get the didact program. Upgrade your brain. Okay, the ember liquid, ember fungus, so we can replace it immediately. Excellent. What we need to do is have somebody who's willing to take a little damage. You pull this one off. Alright, so shambling ghoul. Atticus, are you injured? You're the one I was talking to, so I'm going to risk the extra injury. Have you deal with him. This one's empty here. Okay, hang on 1 second. Okay, we're back. First of all, let's get the flicker fry done here from Dr. Caligar. Okay. You got your brain being repurposed. Archives are pretty much empty. Let's see if there's anything in the cliff top, but we can't. Don't have a boost. Can really use there. Could have, like the garden guide. We can replace that almost immediately. You haven't used a simple trowel, but I'm not sure what we need here. Could have him do the oil bud, but we've already got that. These two need to be done here. 7 can't be done yet. All heading up. Having difficulty here. Let's see. You do have secrets, though, so you can pull off the electro lamp. Let's do that. And the shipping crate will have to do as well. It's in the dining room now. On the table, of course. Mechanics Astor has improved her skills. Excellent. Alright, so, first things first. Astor, break that thing open, would you? Growing insight. Shambling ghoul's now over at the well house. Insight goes here. Okay. You can go here, however, you don't even need to be able to read with the magic eyepiece. It'll just... Demonic Force. Good thing we got Astor up to 3, because she's going to be absolutely necessary to drive that thing out. Moxton Carathe. Task support. Upgradable. A graceful vessel composed of elegant curves and forged from prismatic crystal, Jonathan Moxton was a vintner of some repute, one of the few winemakers to succeed in cultivating grapes on the cold eastern coast. Decadent tasting sessions at his clifftop plantation became popular with the city elite, who invariably made bulk orders before leaving. However, many spoke about how the wine seemed to lose its bouquet when sampled at home. Some claimed it didn't travel well, but others claimed that the difference was due to the strange decanter Moxton used to serve his guests. And indeed, when this unusual glassware vanished some years ago, Moxton's business went terminal decline. His empty plantation still clings in ruined tiers to the chalky cliffs. Alright, so another tool we'll have to upgrade. So view the notes. A handful of Mechanicus notes have been written by, Lady Sophia Ackerson. There's some sort of design sketch here, but it will require some study to exact. Okay, so we need to grab Astor to pull that one off. Okay, more stuff needs to be done. Wow. There's so much stuff that needs to be done. We need to start doing it. Okay, so meanwhile, she's opening that. You are here, and you found nothing again. God, you're useless. Glowing flask. Oh, we've needed this so badly. Yeah, we can grab, pull the electro lamp out, grab hidden stash. That should do it here. Yep, he can pull it off now with the glowing flask. Excellent. Fortunately, we're gonna have to do some other stuff momentarily. Arcane lens, chapel. Excellent. Pull them out here. That leaves 4, and we do have, however, a blood vial, which is actually easy to replace. There you go. Pity we don't have the, put these here so we know we're doing those for next. Don't have anything to work with it there, but the ember fungus definitely needs to be upgraded. Okay, so. Everybody's just everywhere at the moment. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so there's nothing left in the basement to concern ourselves with. Astor, take care of this first, because I want to be able to get more fungus again if necessary. Tools lens. That's what we needed, an upgradable tool for secrets. How it found its way to Black Sands is a mystery, but this curious lens originated far to the east in the land of Ackerson. It was stolen decades ago by the great statue of Os by Tolth, a notorious thief and gambler. It's rumored that Toil scaled the great effigy while drunk and prized the great left eye from his ancient marble socket. Although he accumulated an eclectic collection of goods in his career, Toil lost his finds to debts almost as quickly as he acquired them. The lens have changed hands. Getting money is good. Learning how to keep it is better. The lens has changed hands in medieval times before it found its way to the underground markets of Direwitch. But of all of its owners, few have known how to activate its focusing power. It's that only an Atlantean spell is able to clear the cloud from its glass and allow its users to use a powerful affix for lanterns and luminaries. Okay. Another useful tool added to the bunch here. Alright. Meanwhile, yeah. All adding up. Okay. So much needs to be done. A lot of forge stuff required. Now, the diegetic program we've got. And we need Lady Sophia when she's done here to take care of that. Another eroded cartouche, which she simply cannot use at this moment. A 7, 3, 2, 1, 6 is the max we can pull off at the moment. We need to upgrade everything. Everything! Sophia's notes. I've done by her. Caligar, what have we got? What are you at, anyways? Fatigue, 56%. Hunger, 44. Basic meal, I guess. What's your hunger? Hunger, 46. Yours? Hunger is a 6, but yeah, you definitely need a nap. Alright, there you go. There you go. We'll get to the ghoul in a little bit here. So, okay. But, yeah, we're... Fine, lad. What does that mean? Hardly delicious, but it will do. Everybody's up again. Okay, so... Inspiring text. We've got inspiration for both the mole, the moth, and eagle, so it's not actually useful this time. Sophia's notes can be done by her. Rusty cartouche needs to be done with 6. We can do that, I believe, if we get the laboratory open. The poniard needs to be redone. They're going to be so much, so freaking much. The sturdy container, I think we can actually get open with Astor's help, though. So Astor appears to be the MVP at the moment, because she can only do like most of the tasks at this point. So my guess is that we're going to have to... You cannot seriously be fatigued. I just put you through a nap. Oh my god, you can't nap because the cat's here. I feel ridiculous. Oh no. How long are you going before you move, dude? Right then. That's that. Ox useless at the moment. LT, gift to the toad. Alright, so... Right then. Well, we can get this one back rather quickly, so we might as well use it. You, my dear friend. Let's see. Let's see if we need any digging done. Simple trowel and... garden guide, because any of us can get that back from inside the archive there. Might as well use up these things if we can't use them. Atticus is currently offline. Ember liquid, good. Astor, could you go take care of that? Thanks. You'll be doing half the most of the work here. Of course, someone's work is never done. I was just waiting for this damn cat to leave. Oh, thank God. Lamp, there you go. There you go. Emberstone, definitely need that. Raw meat, of course, over here with the rush, probably need to use that. It's Atticus is up and going. Compass back over there's the tools. Okay, so what next in all of this? Got ember. You have the ember liquid. We've got the stone. Stone requires 4. I think mechanical, yeah, only belongs. You could do it with devices over there, but you're exhausted. So you'll be doing the ember stone next. The garden guide. Didn't need you to use it apparently. I can work with that. Focus fern. I already got the owl tea. So yeah, raw material. What does Raven Scarp do? Can produce. Ooh. We actually do our inspirations. We have either gift of the bee, or we actually. Where is it? Good. We have no. The LT one. Yep. What we can do is get the dreams back there. If you over here. Simple trowel. I meant to use the rusty shovel. Darn it. Well. You. Me? Yes, you. The thing is, I'm not sure you have any documents we need to get, so I'm not sure that would work. You could grab the pot, and boom, there we go. Cook some meal. Do something useful. Awkward cart. Poor fellow, as much as we did him a favor here, I can't help but feel for the old man. Like his friend's weirdly anger rising his eyes. He didn't go into his Lord Gideon, hungry for power and careless of others. He was just trying to protect those around him. Yes, a sad end indeed. I wonder how long this resurrection would have lasted even without her intervention. There appears to be some sort of internal motor keeping the corpse running. Hey, look, it's a prototype for Baldur's Gate 3 Carlax's heart there. It came from hell. An augmented heart of sorts, wasting sinew intertuned with metal bands. However, it was engineered. This thing obeys no natural law. Astor grabs a clockwork heart in her fist. Surface is still slick with dark blood. I've had enough. We should send this evil machine back to Nibru. Show them we cannot be held back from our mission. Okay, so this one is a task requiring 3. So it's probably... Okay, growing insight. We obviously know who that's for. Dr. Hold on. No, the doctor is currently at work. Okay. After... Let's get you over here to do the Emberstone. Machine oil, I guess, because actually the booster matrix is used one to retrieve. So yeah, there we go. Get that done. She's going to be running around this house. Doing a lot of work. Air of nausea, that's all you get out of it? Damn, man. Give the snake, however. Good. Give us +1 for rituals without having to injure ourselves. Where are you going next? Okay, Dr. Caligar. You need to get up here, here, and here. There you go. Excellent. Now, with that over, Tobble's lens, sealed in the brew, clockwork heart goes down here under things to do. Oh, good lord. Yeah. You have all of these still. You don't have actually the... Okay, so inspiring text. Nope, can't do that. Don't have it open. Sophia's notes can be done, but the only person capable of doing that is busy at the moment. Sigh. Old Poignard. Probably shouldn't do that, but, you know, you mean I do a lot of things I shouldn't do. Okay, so... Anything, Atticus? Nope, you're fine. Oh, actually, you might want to look at that. You'd be bleeding a little. Let's take care of that. Better I get up now, I suppose. Alright, so patched up. Atticus is now there. Atticus can actually, while we're here, just use the scope to get a lot of basic stuff done. While other people are doing their thing. Basic meal goes back down here to the ration box. Pot goes here. Okay, so probably I'm thinking if we can bring the pot up here, 3, 2, and 1 with the exotic spices, we'll be able to get one of the blades done. So that's probably our next target. The pot. Okay, so meanwhile, yeah. Why don't you go looking for some more of the fungus, shall we? And I'll give you your electro lamp to do it as well. Fun. Ember shards. All right, let's get the ember shards and the ember liquid over here. Then we can grab Matt's pots. We can get the blade done. But it can be any one of us, except the doctor, because we do not want to risk their madness. Okay, Astor. Yeah, Astor's going to get trashed shortly about this, but go for it. Said Astor doing most of the work here. Okay, Doc. Let's Excellent. Now take a nap. All right? Just nap. See, the effect doesn't actually stay with the card. Just the location. Really? Oh, right. We already have that, don't we? Focus firm, we already have that. Oops. Oh, well. Why don't you do some digging, dude? Okay. Wait, we don't need the garden guide. There you go. Be there in a moment. Scrubbing salts, task support plus 1 tier. And then tiers of water of life. Excellent. Aqua vitae. A single use of caustic salts. It's hard to tell if the cleansing vials are improved or hampered by the storage in the briny cellar alcoves. You get the well house to make things cleaner and cleaner. Excellent. Good. More stuff to design. Alright, I'll use. Alright, fungus over here. Because everyone's busy. Doc, you take care of this, alright? Requires 2. We got plenty of those. Chemical worksheet you can replace rather easily. You yourself can do that. Alright, science prevails. Barath and Clifftop. Alright, so. I don't know if that works if I just stay there. Probably not, since they're not locked in. Meanwhile, which means that you should be doing something down here with Javid's Crank and no, the laboratory is currently in use. Inspiring Heart, you could do the schoolroom, get back inspiration for the cliff, for the claw. 36. Can you actually pull this off? Where's Javid's Crank? I think you can actually. And machine oil. Get that thing cracked open, would you? While we're waiting for the guest room to become available, because you're going to be exhausted too. Meow. Oh, Stokes, you're here. Cool, get in the chapel. We're going to need you. Sleep offers repair. Excellent. Okay, laboratory study. What else can we do here? This requires 7. We can actually pull off yet. These 2 can only be done by him. This could be done. Which is probably going to start the next phase. Not entirely sure I want to do it, but... Noted. Sophia's notes. Cartouche. 6 we can pull off. 6. Rusty one. We can do this, actually. No, we can't. Library. Work. I'm thinking we're going to wait on that, actually. Simply because we might have another ritual offering here. Which means that you still need to do something useful. With some of our documentation. There it is, the ritual offering. Requires 4, we have 1. 2 people can pull it off. Alright, so. Do it again. We're down a lot of stuff here. For liquid, excellent. What are you at? Fatigue. Woof. But we can just get the ritual offering completed. See if we can get another boost we're missing. Amy's note. Wrote a cartouche. We need a lot of those. This crank goes back to tools. I found one of the things Pa Alfred has been hiding. It's in a box with this note. An odd metal box with an old writing stamped on it. I don't want him to know I found it, and I don't want us to have anything to do with it. The writing on it's all old and smoothed out, but it gives me the shivers. I'm going to put this in the well in the box so we can maybe forget it was ever there. Maybe Pa Alfred will forget about it. I hope so. He's getting vague recently. He keeps going on weird late-night walks. I'm mumbling to himself and peering around as if he's looking for something. Yeah, he didn't end up well. Okay, so we still don't know all the things the fishing rod might be able to get us. So let's pop her, see what happens. Go back in place down here. Okay. We really should be getting her a nap. We seem to be pushing things quite a bit. Gift to the owl and gift to the rat. Excellent. Ooh, okay, so light is no longer an issue here, but oh my god. So much stuff here. Gift to the owl goes over to the LT, obviously. Dropping salts. Yet another. Oh my god, so many categories. So many freaking categories. We're going to have to do a lot here. And forge is its own thing at the moment. Alright, so. You are currently freed at the moment. Fatigue at 66, yours is 70, so you'll be in priority. I say go ahead and tackle the basement again. Alright, diagetic program. We might need that in the future. Booster matrix, I believe. Yep, that goes over here with that category. Okay, so. Still Tracker's Guide, Gallic Powder, Garden Guide. I think we still have one more thing we can get from here, so let's do so. Basically, we're going to hit our supplies until they're empty. Ritual offering. Excellent. What else we have? Basically, we're going to do these till they're dry and then move forward. At least that's pot. Also, I should probably do that since I upgrade for it. Liquor Fry, Healing Jelly, which is okay. Okay. Hang on, Healing Jelly goes down here. Healing Sprig needs to be done. The Flicker Fry. That produces... What was it again? Something. One of these. Super Guide, Garden Guide, Silverfish. Oh god, where does it produce? I had forgotten. So which means I've definitely got to do so, but... Oh my god, Castor has to take a nap at this point. Somebody else can handle the issue. Okay, get the scope. What the machine's doing? Meow? Yes, I understand. Yeah, indeed. Angry note and shipping crate? My darling Aswell, what have they done to you? You're after serving the house so well and for so long they treat you like refuse. You even broke your right arm in service to these pigs, and now no respect, no care. Your bones boxed up in some ebony case stashed in the forge without proper burial or ceremony. I will not stay here any longer. I will rather risk destitution than continue. Can only be very quick for such feat. Can only be used by Caligar. Only used in the forge. Requires 2, which we've got 1 already. Ember liquid. We need the Ember stone, which is going to get from here, which means we're not getting it anytime soon. Shipping crate only requires 2, so if I pop him over here and throw in Jarvid's crank, we can get it done. Chemical worksheet, I think that's what I was going through here. Yep. I think that's everything here, however. So what else can we do? I don't think you can go fishing, so... Can do the ritual offering, though. Get it. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Ritual offering. Got a lot of those popping up. Okay, Atticus. I can move you here, but this will increase your injury. Got other stuff you can do. Like the Grim Jambalaya, which we can do now with Uzawi's pot, you, and full aromatic herbs. No, not aromatic herbs. Where is it? Exotic spices. There we go. Hit it. Get that puppy gun. Efficiency is important. In our 2 weeks. Give to the Firefly. Excellent, which means we can immediately roll around and either get the Angry Note completed with Caligar, which since Caligar just did that, that makes the most sense, actually. Caligar, why don't you take these and go here? Boop. Okay. Where are we? We're offering again, so when Vatali pops up, we can do that. Finally, Astor. Astor, okay, so we'll pull out the Flicker Fry. We've got enough time to deal with that and grab Sophia's notes. So we can probably do this pretty easily. Non-matching card. Study, not that. Alright, so, okay, she needs 2. She has 0, so we grab the LT and the Grift to the Owl. Get rid of that. Meanwhile, okay, everybody's kind of busy right now. He's exhausted. Okay. But, sure. Lost track in. Failure. Excellent. Take a nap. You're getting tired a lot. It's probably not a good sign. Okay, where is everyone else? Forge, study, kitchen. Got it. Currently nothing else. Okay, here's Matt's pot. Goes back here. The Berthold jump. Oh, let's get the note. It pays to turn over every stone in this rotten estate. Old Karn on the hillside held once of these knives, thick as mud, as it were. I don't know anything else could I tell what it was about. They certainly didn't care what I said when I chucked it away. Even then, I could see it was something special. Maybe I don't know like this no more. I cleaned up all nice, all shine and sharp, and now I'm good with knives, just like my pa. Oh, that's not ominous in any way. A curved dagger of exquisite design, hailing from the Golden Crescent itself. Golden Crescent, by the way, is the Middle East, technically Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. The land between two rivers. Its calligraphy form glows with a dull golden sheen, more like a ceremonial accessory than a practical weapon. This jambia denotes an ownership of significant standing. Reclaimed weapon is now ready for delivery. Okay, so you can take this over here, put the shovel down here, get rid of it. Okay, hit it. Okay, so what do we got? In progress, 2 hours, guest room. Okay, continue. Skull. Traces of ash-plagued scars long decayed skull, inside which the desiccations of brain-handling cobwebs. A fragment of something more. Dark traceries and dislocated symbols offer a glimpse that could be. Well, wonder what that's for. I have found the head of the orderly, like some macabre game of hide-and-seek. Why did the previous lord choose to treat the body so strangely? I am sure there's no medical justification for thus to dismember it. The post-mortem note from the archives leaves me with more questions than answers. The dark nature of this estate becomes increasingly clear. I fear the fate of this body was much to do with ritual than science. Okay, so that happened. Let's see. Oh boy, what now? I think I can actually pull this one off in the lab if the doctor and get the chemical worksheet, because they're definitely easier to get from the archives. All right, you get that done. Okay. Let's crank, goes back down here. Sophia's blueprints. The architecture of ideas and electricity laid out like a geometric atlas. Some sections will be blurred or faded like lost paths that peter out into the page. Let us hope we extrapolate from these annotations to fill the gaps and build our devices being described. Okay, machine room. There you go. So get contact with your beloved. Okay. Alright, finally he's up and about. You? To definitely use that. Okay, so need inspiration. Inspirational text will do to produce the path's gift, dream, inspiration, whatever you want to call it. All right, cool. I'm finished with this. Excellent. Okay, so that's basically the dulled poniard is next, which means we need more stuff. We got some fungus from the basement. Meanwhile, focus fern goes here. Whoever's done next. Alright, cool. Now we got this. Now we have 2 sets of these ritual items, which is great. Gagari, the incantation going, and grab the... We don't have the raven. I like using the raven, but we can grab here. A bunch of inspirations I can bring up. Useless junk. As I led nowhere, it's not the tools. The entire idea is unworkable. Okay. That didn't work. It's kind of a downer. Oh, the ravens are over here. I could have used them right away. Oh, well. Let's get you doing the flicker fry. And then I think after that, we'll probably call it for the episode. Right. Give to the eagle. I was right. That's going to produce that right away. Okay, and let's see, what else can we do? Over here for now. Gift to the owl and gift to the firefly, which is excellent. Okay, gift goes here, I think. Oh, good lord, there's a lot of it. It's getting a lot. Alright, tier goes back down here. Definitely need to get more stuff. Let's get you done. I would like to set things up for this. The Ember Fungus is definitely going to have to be done to produce what we need. Shipping crate again. So much stuff. Alright, so... Right, yes, I think this is probably what we're going to call it. Let's get Astor done, because I can't remember what the flicker fry is for. Glowing flask, that's right. It's +1. Candles, as it were. Alright, so yeah, we're pretty well set up at the moment, so this is probably a good place to stop. We're to be able to figure out what the heck we're doing next. Yeah, because we've got a lot of directions to go into. We've got to get our people back up to tip-top shape. We've got to get our supplies reestablished. As you can see, we've got a lot of gaps down here. And we've got a lot of mysteries to uncover. I didn't realize that Sophia was going to go nowhere, which is interesting. Kind of interesting, there's so much going on below the surface that we don't know yet. It seems like a basic thing, but how do we know that Sophia is not, you know, the cup, or the song, sorry, in disguise? We don't. Could be trying to grab Astor to pull her into this world to mess things up. But we'll find out next time. This is Fantastic World, seeing Farrell from Lovecraft Country. Like, share as usual, and I will see you next time. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of Content and Data.